What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I want to touch base on something today that's going crazy in the fishing industry, and that's forward-facing sonar, whatever you want to call it, forward-facing sonar, Livescope, 360, Mega Live, whatever it is you want to call it. It's fine with me. I just want to talk about the craze. There's people on this side that hate it. There's people on this side that love it. And then there's people like me, I'm in the middle because I don't know what it's about. So I want to know why people hate it so much. Is it because it's a turning point for people in the field to really get on big fish? Do you guys feel like it's a cheating tool, which I've heard many of times? Oh, it's a cheating tool. Is it where you guys feel like you don't have the advantage now that forward-facing sonar is going crazy? Or is it because you guys are just old school and you guys are relying on like down imaging and side imaging? Or is it the pride thing? Like, I don't want to see the fish in the water. I don't want to be that guy. See, now I want to talk to the other side. I want these answers to be true, and I want them to be factual in your honest feelings from deep in your heart. So for the guys that run it and they love it and they're always talking, oh man, you know, forward-facing sonar, man, I seen this on 360, or I seen this on my Helix 10, 360, or you got all different types of forward-facing sonar and 360 and all this crap. What do you guys like about it? Is it because you guys can see the fish hit your bait? Is it because you guys can see brush piles in the water? Is it because you guys have the advantage? Is it because a bragging thing? Because both sides of the aisle is bragging, right? I caught a 20-pound bag without forward-facing sonar. I caught a 20-pound bag with it. Man, it's a hot topic. You got the young fella that just won the Elite Series. I think it was like 103 pounds, and he did it with forward-facing sonar. And I mean, in my personal opinion, just because you got it, that don't mean they're gonna bite your lure. That don't mean because you're throwing a credge at them, or a jerk bait, or a swim bait, or glide bait, they're gonna hit it. It's just not. It's all about what the fish. It's all about what the fish want to do, and I feel like, me personally, I seen it for it's been out a few years now, and I've seen it all over the place. Every boat ramp I go to, at least 2-3 boats have forward-facing sonar or 360 imaging, and it's like, dude, these guys are pulling fucking bags, man, 30-pound bags off tidal waters. I mean, it's not impossible, but dude, it's definitely a touchy subject now. You got great guys like Dan and TJ and all these guys that are incredible fishermen. I don't know if they run forward-facing sonar. I'm just going to assume they don't. But, and they don't got it, and you're catching 25-pound bags on a tidal water like the Hudson, or a 25-pound bag on Candy. And it's like, is forward-facing sonar and 360 really needed? So I'm in the middle of the aisle. This is where I'm getting at. I'm in the middle of the aisle. And curiosity killed the cat. I'll tell you that. When I first heard about it and I first seen it and I was around it, I absolutely hated it. I'm like, this is not fishing. This is against everything I believe in, being outdoors and catching fish and doing this and just using electronics in general. I was a down image guy. I never use side imaging. Down imaging is my thing. I like down imaging. But I got curious, and like I said, curiosity killed the cat, and I went out to Bass Pro and I purchased Garmin Livescope because I have to see if this thing is what the old timers and some of the young guys too call the cheating technology. It was really eating at me, so I had to do it. It was just one of those things where, well, I'm not going to see what everybody else says. I want to see what my opinions are from using it and fishing with it, and just getting to know it. Not saying I'm going to like it, because there's stuff you buy all the time and you're like, could have done better than that, So curiosity really got me, and I whipped out the bank card and I purchased this thing. I mean, from what I've seen online, and I did my research, man, the tournaments, like you just seen it earlier with the Elite Series, it's like, is it going to be outlawed? Is it going to go bye-bye? Or is it going to be one of those things where you can only use it recreational? Either way, me personally, I'm in the middle. I'll enter a tournament with no electronics. I don't care. Fishing's fishing, as long as I'm out in that water and doing what I love to do, and banging green heads and some bronze backs, dude, I'm good. I really don't think that the people that grew up with a father or an uncle or a good friend and teaching them, ripping a crankbait on riprap and, flipping in pads and stuff like that, I really don't think them guys care if they have it or not. And that's always a good thing to see. There's a guy that actually goes on the Roundout Creek, and this is no shit. And I give this guy credit. He's in a V-bottom boat. He's got a deck built on his boat. He's got a tiller outboard. And this guy just gets it. And I talked to him one day, man. And this guy, I don't even think he had an electronic on it. And he had a bag. He was doing damn good. He couldn't go out on the Hudson that much because of, the tide and the waves. And I think the boat was just a little too small. So he just fished up the lighthouse a little bit and came back and went back in the creek a little bit. And, dude, the guy kills it, man. I don't think he had one electronic on that boat. And it amazes me, too, to see pretty much two generations of men, which is the old timers and the real young guys, like from 20 to my age and 31 and older a little bit, going forward facing sonar, do it without it. And then the other guys are like, yes, forward facing sonar. So what are your guys' opinion on this? I would really love to know. Honesty, like, what is it? What is it that drives you guys for this forward-facing sonar, 360, whatever you guys got that you run? And do you believe it's cheating? And for the other guys that don't run it, do you believe this thing is cheating? And do you believe 100% that it should be banned and that nobody should be running forward-facing sonar of any sort? Because now they came out with rear forward-facing sonar, and I'm in the middle. I bought it. I've never used it yet. I still got to take my boat out and play with it and everything else. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. But me personally, I think the rear forward-facing sonar is a little much. It's my opinion. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. But I want to know what you guys think about this whole... I feel like it's like fishermen, the fishing crybabies out there, and don't take that. Take it, as a friendly jab. It's just, I think like this half the time. If somebody wants to buy forward-facing sonar, let them. It's their money. If you don't want to buy it, and you want to enter tournaments with people that are using forward-facing sonar, shut up. I fished last year on the Hudson River, and there was guys all around me with forward-facing sonar, and here I am using a Helix 7, mega down imaging, and I did great. that's because I got knowledge. My dad showed me everything, and I got family members who showed me everything too. And it's like, did I really need it? No, I didn't. But I had to get it. Curiosity killed the cat. So please, everybody, in the comments, tell me what you think of this craze of forward-facing sonar and Mega 360, and be honest, be real, be open. And thank you guys for viewing in and hearing me chit chat about this. And hope to see you out there. Tight lines.